he took me to the book of Genesis, and he showed me the 5 R's of Adam.
Yeah, man.
And he showed me, he said, listen, Adam had a relationship with me first. And a lot of men ain't gonna like this.
Ooh.
Relationship with God first.
Ooh,
A relationship,
wait. This the 5 R's to manhood?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
So he had a relationship with God.
And we're not talking about church.
Yeah.
He had a personal relationship with God.
Come on now.
Personal relationship.
Now, let me ask you, stop right there. When you have a personal relationship with God, can you still fall short?
Yes.
Does it mean you do not have a relationship with God?
No. Here's the thing. You can be out of fellowship but still be in a relationship.
Cut.
The prodigal son was out of fellowship with his father.
Right.
But he wasn't out of relationship.
Yes.
He said, when he came to himself, he said, let me get back into fellowship.
Yep.
But he was still in a relationship.
Yep.
I fallen out of fellowship with my mom.
Facts.
But I was still her son.
Absolutely.
You see what I mean? Yeah. But the problem, what determines the dimension of the relationship is the depths of the fellowship.
Yeah.
So when we take that relationship with God and we choose to have fellowship with Him, it's going to strengthen the relationship. Yeah. Any relationship that you spend quality time in fellowship, you're only going to strengthen the relationship.
Absolutely.
But if you want the relationship to begin to waver, cut back on the fellowship, the quality time.
Quality time.
Yeah, you cut back on that. Anything you spend quality time with, that relationship is going to increase.
Okay.
That means you're going to do it more.
Yeah.
I mean, if you watch TV, you're going to want to watch TV more.
Yeah.
Because you're spending your time, your energy in fellowship. That's what it's about. Adam was in fellowship with God.
Yeah.
And from that relationship, he got roles. Ooh. He got responsibility.
Yep.
He had revenue because God told him, take this garden and keep it and protect it.
Yep.
And then he had a residence.
Residence.
Yeah, he had a residence. I told
Hold on. Wait. The ladies are like, hold on, Pastor. Let me write this down again. Relationship with God. He had a role. What was his role?
His role, God gave him. He says, listen, he took him and placed him in the garden.
Yep.
He says, keep it and protect it.
Keep it and protect it.
Yeah.
What is a role when your daughter comes to you? I'm going to break this down practically from her band. Mm-hmm. When your daughter comes to you with a potential husband, right? What do you think his role is as a man? Because when ladies and men in this generation hear roles, they get offended.
Now, because I've been watching your shows.
Yeah.
So I see some of the debates. So I want to make sure that I preference it biblically.
Do it.
Because I think that what happens is, we're taking the Bible out of it.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like this. If you have a Mercedes-Benz and it's still under warranty,
right,
and something goes wrong with it, are you going to take it to the Ford dealership?
Heck no, I'm taking it about the Mercedes.
You're taking it to the manufacturer.
Right.
I think that what we're attempting to do is fix things but not taking it to the manufacturer. And so we came from God. The Bible is the owner's manual.
Good God.
So we have to go and we got to address it from the book.
There you go.
So watch this. Adam was asleep when God brought Eve.
Right.
Okay, but we'll come back to that.
Okay.
But the Bible doesn't tell us how long Adam and God was in fellowship together.
Right.
It was God's decision that Adam get a helpmeet.
Yep.
Now the word helpmeet means equipped, fit, suitable for the task. That's what it means. Equipped, fit, suitable for the task. The task of what? Exercising dominion. So Eve comes along and she's gonna help Adam dominate. In the role that he already had.
In the role he already has, Doc.
Eve was a God idea, not an Adam idea. Adam woke up and found Eve, and he defined it the wife.
Finds a good thing.
He woke up and Eve was there.
Right.
And watch this, though. Eve was never a little girl.
No.
With Adam. She was never a teenager.
Yep.
She was a full-grown woman. But the common denominator between Adam and Eve was Adam was with God, and Eve was with God first. And then they came together with God, and they were mature. So Adam had his roles, his responsibilities. He had revenue, and he had a residence. So that's what I'm teaching my daughter. I'm like, hold up now, hold up. Yeah. And this is the thing that I've done everything I can to model that. We're not perfect as parents,
right?
But no, it's more important for me to be present than to give her presents.
That's good, man.
David gave the next generation his presence, but not just presence.
That's so
so while we are giving them the inheritance,
Yeah.
the legacy is my daddy spent time with me.
That's so
My daddy was the one that told me that, listen, if you don't know your value, he will devalue you.
Yeah.
So I think the legacy component. So there again, we find that as we go back to it, is that Adam was with God.
Right.
God decided to put him to sleep.
Right.
Took the rib, brought Eve to him.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, Adam had provision.
Right.
Before he got a wife. So if he ain't got no residence and no revenue, how you gonna help him?
Oh my goodness.
He don't see you as a wife.
Right.
He see you as a mama.
Ooh, oh my God. That's the end of the show. God bless y'all.
No, he sees you as a mama. And you being a mama.
Oh my God.
You taking care of him.
Yes.
And the New Testament says, he that provideth not for his own house is worse than an infidel. Now, I'm not saying, sis, I'm not saying.
Talk to him.
I'm not saying that you can't have your own. Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Because there going to be times when that brother going to be down.
Yeah.
And you got to step up.
But that's her role, though.
That's
to
it.
help.
Help. To be that help.
Yeah.
Just to step up. I got it. Don't worry about it, baby. Don't worry about it, baby. My wife has done it. Hey, don't worry about it. I got it. I got it.
Yeah.
Because I held it down.
But the man still needs to come back and provide.
All the way.
But ladies do not like that word provide.
I think that the reason why they don't like it is because they don't understand that doesn't take anything away from them.
It doesn't.
I think one of the problems that we have in the black family is that we're keeping up with the Joneses, and we actually think that just because we have two incomes, we can actually go spend more money. But there's a proven fact, you can Google it, that parents who have stay-at-home, the families who have stay-at-home moms have more money, or stay-at-home parents have more money saved than two families where both of them are working.
Absolutely.
But so why come we just can't, live off of this income and stack the other one?
Man, listen. People get upset with me when I say that. I think that if you have two incomes, I know, because I study this, right? If you have two incomes in a family, I was on a particular panel and I said this, and the ladies were kind of offended that I said this because they took it as if I was saying that their careers, that their incomes do not matter. When I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, if we have two incomes, let's be wise with the income.
That's it.
What is the strategy to building a legacy and wealth? And so why do we want to have our lifestyle maxed with two incomes?
Right.
So I said, as the man, I want to build the house. I want the four walls of what I learned working with Dave Ramsey. My housing, transportation, food, and utilities. Those four things need to be covered by my income. I'm not saying that your income doesn't matter.
Right.
But what I'm saying is the foundation of what we stand on as a family needs to be based upon my income, your income. Let's use that to invest. Let's use that to maybe do vacations. But then they was like, well, why do we have to settle for a $1 million home, or let's go down to the basic average person. Why do we gotta settle for a $200,000 home if my income will allow us to get a $400,000 home? I said, because now we're maxed out to our capacity, and the black people, we are living above our means.
Been there now.
Why not come below our means, get a beautiful home, and we already know this. I'm gonna pay for the house. Well, my income is going to pay for the house, but it's our income. Who's gonna choose the house? The woman.
Oh, you know what?
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you choosing, you decorating. We are paying, but we're basing, that's so good. We're basing the cost of the home off of the income that my part of our relationship brings in.
Right.
And if we can just understand that, but I will say, men, we do have to learn how to say it better so the woman understands that we value the gifts and the skills and the anointing that God has put on the inside of you.
Right.
We want that.
Right.
I don't want a woman to sit at home and be lazy and just feeding our kids.
Right.
No. I want you to bring whatever God put on the inside of you, bring it to the house.
Right.
But I want us to be strategic on how we're going to use both of our gifts and be good stewards of the income that God has given us.
Right.
And I want to go back to you on that part because you're but these R's right here, boy. Oh Jesus, you got me thinking, Pastor. We already over time, but we gonna ride here. Revenue. A man coming with revenue. I've said this before, and some guys don't like it when I say this, but I believe that most men, if they have a calling, if they have an anointing, and I think most men do. I'm trying to say this correctly. Let me ask you this question first. You worked hard to get your daughter into school with no debt. And there's no right or wrong answer. I'm just curious, as a father, how would you feel if your daughter comes home with a guy and his revenue is not enough to at least take care of the foundation of their relationship? As far as, let's say they get married, his income cannot afford to pay for the rent, for, utilities, transportation, and food. How would you feel as a father?
The first thing I would ask him is, what's his plan? Because I'm building a business right now.
Yeah.
And things don't always go right.
Yeah.
But as long as you got a plan.
Yeah.
Is it just that you're gonna stay on this career path? Is this all that you see yourself doing? Hey, but no, I'm doing this temporarily because I'm over here. This is my 9 to 5.
Love it.
But after 5, I'm working on my business.
Okay.
Or I'm going to trade school.
Okay.
Or I'm over here finishing up college.
Facts.
This is where I'm at now.
Right.
In other words, let me say it like this: this is my IN.
Yeah.
But it's not my END.
Yeah.
Because if that's his IN, because my wife took a chance with me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Her mother gave her to me, and all I had was the potential and the work ethic.
Right.
So if there is a plan, if there's a strategy, we cool with that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
But if there's no plan, if you're happy with where you are, then that's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem, first of all, because my daughter has saw a model.
That's what thank you.
It's gonna take some, and I hope it don't happen, but she gonna be like, wait a minute.
That's not what I saw.
That's not what I saw.
Yeah.
And he gonna have to be show enough.
And a part of me, I will be honest, and again, I'm speaking from my realness because we keep it real, relevant, and relatable to the table. Right. I will be somewhat offended if my daughter brought that home
definitely,
to me.
definitely.
Because it's like, wait, if I showed you a model, I'm not looking for a perfect man, but I at least showed you he should have the basics covered before he say I do.
Right.
And that's it. But I'm with you though. I don't believe in dating potential. I do believe in dating the fruit of the potential.
Oh, definitely. But there again though, what's the plan?
That's it.
And then what's the work ethic?
Facts.
What's the work ethic? Faith without works is dead.
Yeah.
There's no manifestation without participation.
Yeah.
You got to do your part.
Absolutely.
So this is where we're starting, but this is not where we're going to finish.
I'm with it.
And everything, but because you can have all this potential and it lie dormant.